Hello, my name is Natasha. I am a student at the University of West Alabama, and I am doing a pre reading activity video about a story written for first grade, second graders. All right, the name of my book is titled The Bad Seed. I don't know if y'all can see him. The bad seed. Doesn't he look bad? Look at his sinister face. Look at it. All right. This genre is fiction. The author of this story is Jory John, and the illustrations are by Pete Oswald. All right. So this story is about a seed that's going around to his community, making all types of bad choices, really not caring about who he's hurting. And then it gives you information about his past that may be the reason why he's doing all of these bad things to people in his community. Toward the end of the story, he realizes that he doesn't want to do these bad things anymore. He wants to stop. And he does say that, sometimes he makes mistakes. But at the end of the story, he has done a 180. I chose to do a pre reading activity called the KWL chart. And I'm going to show you the chart that I would have given to my students if we weren't in the situation that we're in now. And a KWL chart really helps students activate their prior knowledge. And I put some information on over here. The K stands for what you know. The W stands for what questions do you have, and the L stands for learning. Now, the L part is what you do after you finish reading the story. So, the reason why I chose this book is because when you are, what I've noticed with 7-year-olds is that a lot of times they see people do bad things, and the first thing they want to go do is to run and tell it. And that's totally normal for 7-year-olds. It really doesn't change out of the almost 20 something years I've taught. It does not change, but we have to teach them why people do what they do. It's not an excuse for them for what they do, but to help them kind of open their minds on what help their mind on how people act, why they might sometimes act the way they act. And a lot of times that people, when they're doing mean things, it's a lot of times they think that it's bullying, and it's not. What it is about, it's about people having bad things happen to them, and they don't know how to express how they feel. I chose this activity because there are times in a classroom where students will just kind of sit back and won't say anything, and they don't want to participate. Well, a lot of times when they don't want to participate, it's because they feel like they might be, Charlie might be in the classroom, and they may have known Charlie from the previous grade, and they feel like Charlie knows everything, or Charlie might say there he's really smart, and they won't feel comfortable talking. A KWL chart allows students to kind of open up and discuss information that they may know. And it also gives, when you're in the KWL chart with the K and the W, it can allow you to let everybody say something in the classroom. They might not have something to say for the K, but they might have questions about what the story's about, or they might have questions about, why is this way, or why does it look that way, or why did they draw the picture that way? Because with the KWL chart, there are no right or wrong answers with the K and the W. As long as the students are making a connection to what they know, which is their prior knowledge, to the story, I feel like there's no right or wrong answers. It builds up confidence. It makes them feel like, hey, they're important and they're included, because they are important and they should be included in the classroom as well. And their information and things they have to say is just important as anyone else's. Um, I think the last question I have is why it's important to use research-based prior reading activities with your students. It's very important to use these activities, again, to just activate their prior knowledge. Reading is not a chore. Reading should be fun. And I think a lot of students think that reading is a chore, is something that you have to make do. No, reading shouldn't be like that at all. Reading should be to activate your curiosity, to activate your imagination, and um, sorry, that's my Lexus. Um, so reading should be entertaining. It should be activating your prior knowledge, your imagination, opening up your creativity, questioning things that you may or may not have questions about. Sorry about that. There are people outside my apartment making a lot of noise. I think everybody's kind of losing their mind a little bit. so, um, this is a time when students, when they're using these pre-reading activities, kind of stimulate their minds, engagement reading, and just make reading fun. All right. This sums up everything that I have to talk about. Uh, the Bad Seed, great book. I loved reading it. I loved reading The Bad Seed. And I love the humor that Jory John uses in the story. And I love the illustrations. They're really cute. And I really suggest that you check this book out. All right. Bye.